next?
The Chancellor's here. Silence. Hopefully you're having a positive and productive day, people. Yes, hopefully you're having a positive and productive day worldwide. It's your man Jay Petty checking in. Jay Petty checking in. How y'all doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. It is Sunday. Oh yes, it is Sunday. And I woke up, last night was a rough night for me. I was up late listening to Kid Cudi and the new Lil Wayne project. I was up there. Mars was telling me, hey, come back down here. I was up there. But I ended up watching something very strange. Now that you know how you have a thought, but then you have to come back to. I was watching kangaroo boxing last night. I was watching kangaroo fighting. I don't know how the hell I got on that channel, but it's very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, you must really want to get your ass whooped if you in a boxing ring with kangaroos. Them kangaroos was hitting them humans, kicking them. I said, ooh, that was vicious. God damn it. Oh, but also we have new news of this new stimulus. So the Republicans and the Democrats have finally came together and they said, you know what, let's compromise. Let's compromise, right? And concessions were all there. Now, they closed the deal. $900 billion. $900 billion. You Americans, you citizens, you know, because we want to build back better. We want to build back better. And we also want to make America great again. Yeah. So the government is only going to give you $600 this time. $600. What happened? What happened to the 12, man? Wait a minute. What happened to the 1,200, man? Wait. We only getting 600? Oh, okay. Well. Why? I can't do nothing with $600, but thank you very much. And also $300 for unemployment and the jobless. Government is going to give you $300 extra a week for your unemployment. Yeah, man, $600 government. That's like car insurance money, car note money. You know, we do live in houses. We do have other bills. Blah blah blah. But thank you. But I got someone in the building today who I'm very interested in his actual story. Like what he's about, and we're gonna catch up. And I remember him when we were younger. Playing in that good old code, the sack. We was cooling, man, and he's part of the network. I'm all about working with people I know. And if you have an interesting story, let's get at it. Let's go for it. I got a comedian, y'all. I got a comedian who pretty funny. An actor who's pretty cool. I think you should know this guy. Get to know him, y'all. I'm talking about my friend Chris Davis. What up?
Yo, what's good with you, man?
Slow motion, man. I'm glad to have you here.
Shit, man. I'm glad to be here, man.
I'm looking at you, right? And I see your sister, man. I see Ashley in you, man. I see it all over your face. Ashley was a very positive, sweet, kind, and caring person. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. To you.
Oh, to me. I'm
right. Yeah. I was so much smaller than her until we got to high school. She was whipping my ass.
Right. It'd be like that big sister gotta, throw them bowls. Yeah, man. But what up, Ashley? Hopefully everything is good, man. But she was always such a positive person, and she can pick you up whenever you are down. You hear me? I can hear her now. I can see her face now. I know a lot of things have changed, but shout out to you, Ashley. But that's kind of how we know each other, and a part of you being here.
Right.
When I was on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but I was on Facebook probably over a year ago, and I saw that you was doing comedy.
Right.
And that was around the time a little bit after I stopped doing comedy.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't serious. I got booed. I did comedy one time and got booed off stage. I said, never again. comedy is serious business, man.
It is, man. Like it's like no other art form can you just like get booed. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do a play. Like if the play's bad,
right?
Ain't nobody gonna like throw nothing at you.
Exactly.
Stand up, like you know, like they'll talk to you, they'll heckle you, they'll throw stuff at you, man. It's like it's one of the hardest art forms because like the audience always feeling like they entitled, you know, to do whatever they want to do to you. So yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Now with this whole pandemic that's going on, how has that affected far as like the comedy scene and the improv scene, or even how does that affect it, like your performance, your shows?
Man, it's like all Zoom now. Everybody's doing virtual shows.
Right.
And the people who are putting on shows in like real life, they getting talked about. You know, people and comedians are like, you don't care about other people, and you know, so it's kind of tough. So people going out to Indiana where the laws are like less strict,
right?
You know, just to get some stage time. But like Chicago, it's basically Zoom shows at this point. Zoom open mics, Zoom shows. It's all, and that's like changing the game now too, because now people got to get a green screen. And buy, you know, get like just
you got to invest now.
Yeah, you got to invest. You got to change up your whole thing now. People taking their time when they talk. Because now there's lag. You didn't have lag in real life. There's lag now, so you gotta readjust your pacing, and it's different. It's a lot different now.
I like it kind of though, because from an essence point of it, you have to be really funny. Because being on the stage is part of the thrill.
Yeah. And
you don't have that stage. You don't have that crowd to kind of. Either they're going to help you out or they're not going to help you act out. You hear me? You're big, right? You performing on Zoom in your living room.
Right.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, you can't even see the whole audience. You get to see the 8.
Right.
You see 8 little squares.
Right.
And that's
oh, it's 8 people in here. Okay. I ain't going to go that hard. Yeah. I'm going to wait till we get up to 300 people.
Right, man.
Yeah.
Somebody, it did like... Shoot, man, like somebody, they leave their microphone off, you know, you get to hear everything in your ear.
Right. You had a performance last night, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
Man, it was cool, man. It was cool, man. I did a little set for a company party.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, it was one of those one of those things where like some people was feeling it, some people weren't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a Zoom comedy show.
Right. Okay, so you were doing Zoom, like, so you have a computer staring at you, a tablet, a camera.
Right. And
you're doing your little thing, and were people on the other end, like, watching you and laughing, or could you see them laughing, or how was that?
It's you get a lot of different, you get people who are just sitting on their couch, just chilling out, you get, you know, drinking, which is nice.
Right.
But then you got people you can see in their face, like, I want to be here.
Right.
Like, you can see it, like... You know, like, so it's like a mixed
bag.
Yeah, mixed bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I guess in life it's all about the experiences. The experience you have. So that was an experience that you had that now, you know, you can kind of adjust and move forward. But I'm glad that it was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Overall positive experience. Man, it's a lot of things I want to chop because things are starting to come back in my head right now. In comedy, like I said, I tried it. I got booed off the stage, but laughter is so important, and I think laughter is healing a lot of people. It's stopping a lot of people from doing some things that they don't want to do. You know,
right?
Laughter and joy and smiling and being able to, you know, just enjoy a good moment.
Right.
And I want to say thank you to you and the other comedians. Because I'm telling you, through this whole pandemic, most of the stuff I take in is either business or comedy.
Right.
When did you get that aha moment? Like, you know what? I may be kind of good at this. I may be funny.
Right. Yeah, man. Like I always had like a little interest in it, and like of course, you know, Chicago, you can't escape improv. You know,
right.
The second city.
It's big.
It's huge. You know what I'm saying?
Gigantic.
It's so you can't escape it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just just trying it. You know, I was like single, didn't have no kids, and you know, so I was just like bored.
Right.
So I just tried improv. Like I just tried a class. I mean, everybody like you can't escape it. You talk to anybody off the street, they 50-50 chance they're taking an improv class.
Right.
So some of my buddies they like try it out. And I did a couple of classes and made some good friends, and then you know they do a little show, you know, a little show after, you know, to let the students showcase what they learn, and you know I think I did pretty good. You know, that's when somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm doing an ensemble, like a coached ensemble. Would you like to audition?"
Oh man, that's
so
dope.
I'm thinking like, I don't got nothing to lose. Like again,
Right.
I don't got no kids. I'm single. Like so, I said, sure, I'll audition. I auditioned and I got it. So it was like a 4-night run.
Big up, big up.
It was like a 4-night run, and you know you know. So I was just like, let me just keep doing it. You know, I just kept doing it, kept rolling with it. I was having fun. I enjoyed doing it.
Cause it's all about that first step. You know, you took action. You kind of, I guess, was there any fear there at first? Was there any fear?
Yeah, there's always some fear, man. Like with improv, that's like I kind of put it down a little bit because like you're working with other people. That was my only thing. Like I'm like I could bomb on stage and just like take it. Like I guess they weren't feeling it. But with like improv, it's like you working with so many different people. And you don't always get that chance to like vibe with them, know what you can and cannot say, what their trigger words was. I remember one time I was on stage with this because with that ensemble they like put us all together, just different people, you don't know them, and you know improv you get a suggestion. We get the suggestion of from the audience. It's puppies.
Now, real quick, for the people that don't know, improv. Explain that real quick. What improv is.
Improv, at least the way Chicago's doing it. You know, it's maybe 6 to 8 people. We take an audience and we just build. You know, we take an audience suggestion and we just build off that. It's usually two people on the stage at a time. We just build off of what other people are saying. And if your teammates they feel inspired by what's going on, they'll tag you out and you know they'll keep building a scene. They're building. You know, a show basically.
Man, that's cool. That's what's up. That's kind of like Saturday Night Live or Whose Line Is It? Who Line Is It Anyway? Or like Mad TV.
Right.
Back in the day. Man, that's dope.
Right.
So you on the spot coming up with different ideas and the next part of the scene.
Yeah, you're creating a scene. You're creating a TV show like right off the top of the dome. And we got a suggestion of puppies. And I remember this. Like this is when I was like, man, I got this. Puppies. So I come out, I'm Michael Vick. I'm like, give me I want all of them. Give me
Wait a minute. Hey, you went for the
and my stage, the partner, it was this small white girl, blonde hair, blue eyes. She just looked at me like, you monster. So I froze. She froze. The audience was laughing. Like they was feeling it. I thought I was Michael Vick in a puppy shop.
Said Pup, Michael Vick.
And I never did improv ever since then because I'm like you can't. Like I thought it was funny, but that other person it may have triggered her. You know, I don't know. You know, so I'm like, let me just do my own thing.
So have you ever had have you ever had a heckler? I had a heckler once before. Have you ever had somebody heckle you or interrupt your show?
Hell yeah. They did. They just be thinking like they part of the show. You know, like they think it's fun. Like you know, like this. I did this show, one of my first early shows. It was at a dive bar and Bungalow. It was called Bungalow Joe's in Hanover Park.
Hanover Park. Okay, I think I've been there. there.
Yeah, I was over there.
Shout out to Hanover Park.
Yeah. I loved the venue, but there was this dude who was just, he was just talking like I was saying.
They are the worst. The hecklers.
It was just.
No more beers for that guy.
You can't really.
No more beers.
You can't really do nothing. Just like I was just like, man, somebody get their drunk Uncle Ted.
Right, drunk ass. What do you remember any of the heckling moments? Because I can tell you my heckling moment, like what they said. You remember what the heckler said to you or did?
I don't really remember what he said or did, but Like, he just was just talking through my set. He was talking to me. He's like, you know, like, just talking to
Right.
me. He wasn't, like, saying, oh, boo, you ain't funny. You know, I haven't had that moment yet. I'm pretty sure I will. But he was just, like, talking through my set. Like he's a part of the act, too. That's how it is.
Basically interrupting,
Yeah.
being bogus.
Yeah.
I had an old man. Now, he kind of looked like a homeless Santa, right? And this was up north. I want to say it was somewhere on Lincoln Street, north side of Chicago. But they have some little comedy tryout thing, right? Because I used to do the Checkerboard Lounge and Hyde Park. I believe they used to have. But I did comedy, I want to say 3 times. And I also did comedy on Instagram, Quarantine Comedy Club. This last Sonny from our school, he runs it as well.
Oh, okay.
But I did it. But I remember doing comedy. I forgot what the joke, but this haunted me. The guy was sitting in. He was drunk. He was slouched over like this, and he got up. And you know the stage was close to the audience, and he looked. This motherfucker ain't even funny, and he just walked. I was frozen, cause the crowd started laughing. And then he started going some more on me. Man, that man talked about me so bad that night. That's when I learned I didn't have thick skin. In comedy, you better have some thick skin. If you're going to be a comedian, you're going to have to have thick skin. And I will say this, and you let me know how this word sounds. You have to be ready to compete. Compete. Tell us a little bit about that word to you when it comes to comedy.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think, you know, I'm still coming up, and I'm listening to all these comedians, and I feel like all of them, you know, they got stories of how, like, they were heckled, and but you know, it's like, it's part of the game. Like, you gotta just, that's how you get thick skin. You just gotta, like,
you're paying your dues.
Yeah, like, you can come at a heckler, you can be funny, and then you can come at a heckler, you know, and then they actually might be pretty good. They actually might be pretty funny, you know. But you just gotta take it. It's one of those things where you just gotta. It's growing pains. You just gotta just keep taking it, keep going, and the people who stop are the ones who don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of need that thick skin if you gonna make it.
Who I guess who are some of your favorite comedians right now? In that space, I guess.
Man, right now, well, I remember when I was first coming up, I listened to Kevin Hart's story. Like, Kevin Hart's story really resonate, because I can really, like, when he was telling us about his story, how he came up. People, you know, I saw a little bit of that. People telling him not to do it, like, you ain't funny,
right? You
know, like, you ain't doing it, and you know, to do it anyway. So, like, and you know, he tells stories, so I appreciate the storytelling. Man, like, that's tough. Like, I like Chappelle.
Chappelle's a god.
Yeah, I like Chappelle.
Yeah.
Because he'll go anywhere.
Man.
Yeah, he talks about anything.
His reach is so wide.
Yeah.
On everything. I mean, his reach is wide. I mean, he's a funny guy. But he gets everybody in the room. It doesn't matter your race, your class, how much money you make, you're short, you're tall, you're fat. Chappelle gets them all in the world. I mean, one of my favorites is Pryor.
Yeah.
Pryor is one of my favorites. I saw you, right? I saw you on a YouTube video, right? Comedy Network Live. And you said something that caught my interest. Now, you said you basically, I'm going to put it in this context, right? You were honest, because I don't want to give the people what you said. I want you to take us there.
Yeah.
But you were honest. You spoke your truth, right? And you were vulnerable. You basically said it's a struggle. On that YouTube video with Comedy Network Live, what did you mean when you made that video? What would you?
I was talking about, man, you come up in this world of comedians, and you know, at least how I did it, how I saw it. I see these comedians on stage, and they living like crazy lives. Like, they got crazy stories and shit, man. Like, I was like I always had a problem connecting to that. That's probably why I didn't start comedy as long as I did, because you don't see yourself that way.
When you say connecting, what do you mean by that? When you say connecting,
Like in the sense of like I never saw myself as one of these these comedians. Like, I mean, for when I say that, I mean, like, I'm educated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right, you educated.
Like I'm educated. My parents love me.
Right, your parents love you. You're educated. Like, I'm good because you mentioned Richard Pryor,
right,
Tiffany Haddish, and Michael Rappaport in there. So you were saying, you know what? I might not have had this tragic, heartbreaking. Family was horrible. I was born in the ghetto. I'm a crack baby.
Yeah.
You don't have that story.
No. So I didn't think that I could do comedy. So I'm like, man, like, how do I think of material? Like, if I don't got that stuff to draw on, like, that's what I meant. Like, it's. So I'm always, trying to think of material to like that I think people would find funny.
Right.
And it turns out like some of that stuff people can relate to.
Right. A lot of people can, man.
Yeah.
It resonates with a lot of people because you're bringing laughter, but it's relatable. It's relatable.
Right.
Some people didn't have that Rocky story. But my thing has always been to people, right? If you good at what you do, you good at what you do. I don't care what color. I don't care if you're poor, rich. Are you good? Are you good at the job? Are you good at the job? And you good at your job.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother.
Man, you're going to go far. You're going to go far. I see a lot of great things happening with you. Now, I'm asking you as a comedian. Do you think comedy, honestly, it has gotten too sensitive? Like, because remember back in the day you had Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor. I mean, back then you had a lot of the greats. They were raunchy. They was cussing. They was talking about all different type of people. You think comedy got too sensitive?
Man, yes. It's. I mean, I know that the world's changing, and that like we know more now than we did back then. I get all of that. But like, yeah, it's difficult to really, like I think Chappelle said it the best, was like, as artists, we're just trying to like express ourselves. At the core, that's what we're trying to do.
Right.
And there's just so many topics that you can't even touch on.
Right.
Like I have not found a way to touch on certain topics. Like you could talk about religion. Mm-hmm. You can talk about race and but gender.
Yeah,
nah, you gotta think about it.
Tiptoe. You gotta find a little crevice. I can touch on it, but not really touch on it.
Gender is like one of those things, like I haven't found a way to do it successfully. Mm-hmm. And then you think of like Kevin Hart, that whole thing where he made that joke, and they took his job away from hosting what was it, the Oscars or the Emmys? I don't remember which one, but like 25 minutes.
Yeah. I remember when that happened. I was like, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. But you when you're a comedian, everything is it's supposed to be no holds bar. It's supposed to be raw. We want it raw. Bring back the raw. Make comedy raw again.
Yo, speaking of raw, Eddie Murphy stand-up special.
Yup.
Raw.
Eddie Murphy. Yup.
He opens up with a joke and he says,
"Yup,
F-A-G."
Yup. He went there.
You can never say that now.
And what has happened is, because back then people were more understanding, and they were more liberal with their feelings. Like, okay, oh, look at this black ass. Okay, I'm a black. It's whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's comedy. It's comedy. It's supposed to be people talking shit about everybody and everybody.
So nah, this stuff you just can't say. At least I haven't figured out a way. Somebody knows. Let me know how to talk about it.
It's tricky.
I love to know.
It's tricky
in a way that doesn't offend people. I mean, I don't want to offend anyone. I definitely don't want to do that. But at the same time, like finding that balance of like, how can I express my thoughts and my opinions on a subject? Because this is my art. These are my thoughts. These are the things that I'm thinking about. But if it offends people, It's a struggle.
What's next for you, Chris? What's next for you, man?
Man, I mean, really, the end goal is always, I want to get my own show.
Right.
I want my own show.
Talk that talk.
Right. I want to get my own show.
That talk.
Right. I want to get my own show. So I mean, really, I'm just gonna keep grinding it out. Perform wherever I can.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever likes the writing. Collab, and just kind of build from there.
We gonna have to talk off camera because I see me and you have some of the same interests, and collaboration is key in life. My friend here, he's a comedian. He's an actor. Chris Davis. He's going places. We're not done yet. We still got to hit you with the bag of snacks. We gonna hit you with them snacks. We gonna hit you with them snacks. I'm trying to figure out what's the, get it in on you. So, man, when we were younger, I think, okay. So we're gonna hit you with snacks. You ready for the bag of snacks, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Let's see what you is. We want you to take the snacks out the bag and tell us which snacks basically best represent you and why. Yeah. I don't know what's in the bag this week. I don't know what's in the bag. Here we go. Here we go.
And I'm saying let's do it.
Let's get it. I know. Oh man, they tied that on.
So I'm taking out what represents me.
Yeah. We'll take them all out, but pick out the one that best represents you.
Alright.
Get a good shot of that. Good camera shot of that.
Okay. Alright, man. Bruh. I love me some Mr. Good Bar, man.
Yeah.
Man, but I can't say that represents me, man.
Okay.
I can't say no. No. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Chex Mix.
With the Chex Mix?
Yeah. Because I feel like I'm so multifaceted. Like I'm not talking about one thing. I don't have just stories. I don't talk about just. I like being able to just, take what I'm at and just whatever it is. Like I'm off the broom. I don't just stick to one thing. Like some of my material, like I'm talking about my life. Some of the story I'm talking about cancel culture. Like, so I like with the Chex Mix. There's a lot of different things in it, but that's what makes it good. So I think I'm gonna rock the Chex Mix.
Chris Davis, the comedian, is the Chex Mix. Chex Mix has a lot of variety. All different type of flavors, but it's original and it's classic. It can go either way. You're going to get some pretzels, you're going to get some cheese, you're going to get some peanuts. Chex Mix, I'm feeling that, man. And I would say I got to concur. I do concur. You are the Chex, but I can definitely see this. So, guys, this has been a bag of snacks podcast. I am here with comedian Chris Davis. Silence.